All right, one last look at a sign table in order to generate the solutions to this inequality. Okay, first off, everything is compared to zero. That's good. We're uh, good to go. But we need to factor. Okay, so we can see our factors there. Numerator factors x plus 1, x minus 1. Denominator x plus 3, x plus 2. Okay, all right, moving ahead a little bit too fast here. Okay. Um, we note x cannot equal 3, x cannot equal negative 3, x cannot equal negative 2. Okay, now let's construct our sign table. Our sign table wants to be built around every factor included in both the numerator and the denominator. So we got 4 factors, okay, and each of those factors will become 0 at values of, okay, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 1. So we want to list those as a number line down here in order, in increasing order from negative to positive, okay? And then we want to list along here the factors associated with each of those in the same order. So the factors should go from top to bottom in the same order as the sign table goes from left to right. So, okay, so x plus 3 comes from the negative 3 comes from the x plus 3 factor, because that's what will make that 0. Negative 2 from the x plus 2, negative 1 from the x plus 1, and negative 1. Now we can take a number within this region, and a number could be anything less than negative 3, negative 5. Negative 5 plus 3 goes negative. Negative 5 plus 2 still stays negative, as it will with the rest of these. So everything in this sector is going to be negative. Next, a number between negative 3 and negative 2, negative 2.5. Negative 2.5 plus 3 will go positive. Negative 2.5 plus 2 will go negative, as will, you can see, go negative with each of these others. Okay. In the next, we can pick a representative number between negative 2 and negative 1, negative 1.5, mind you. Negative 1.5 plus 3 goes positive. Negative 1.5 plus 2 goes positive. Negative 1.5 plus 1 goes negative. And negative 1.5 minus 1 goes negative. And now, the next region, a nice clear number is 0. 0 into x plus 3 stays positive. 0 minus 1 goes negative. And lastly, okay, we're taking a number greater than 1, 5, 7, 12, whatever. 7 plus 3, positive. 7 plus 2, positive. 7 plus 1, positive. 7 minus 1, positive. Okay, now we're dealing with products and quotients, but the rule for signs applies. An even number of negatives flips the whole thing over to positive. So we got 4 negatives here. That's going to go positive. We got 3 negatives here. That's going to go negative. We got 2 negatives here is positive. 1 negative here is negative. All positives. Okay. We're asked to see when is this less than or equal to 0. So when it's less than or equal to 0 is when our sectors down here are negative, which is clearly here between negative 3 and negative 2 and negative 1 and 1. Okay. We have to note, though, we are not allowed to equal negative 3 or negative 2. Therefore, we're not going to bracket those. We can only put parentheses because we're not going to go up to negative 3 or up to negative 2, but just short of those, okay? So they're not inclusive, and the parentheses as opposed to the brackets communicates that. Over here, between 1 and negative 1, we're good. We can include both of those, and that is the end of that slide. So there you go. Okay, and hopefully this is now making